Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas Longhorns taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to win.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Alchuk. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end. Get a nice positive game in the toss.
They'll leave it with him. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's off to the races. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for space. It's Ocha. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's in a XXL. I know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies match.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Sending the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Across the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
2nd down coming up. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Oklahoma 7.
Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Sooners have a first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Arnold. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If you want to test the physicality of the defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
The run to the left. Turns it on in midfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's held. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Power football with the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Manning. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense offense, it looked grim. It looked bad, first and goal. They're set up in a good situation. Shoot, and now they're not even in the red zone. That is exactly how you do. Create those negative plays. Get them behind the sticks. Get them in predictable situations. Nice bow-your-neck situation for this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Jumped on top of the pile.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 2 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He fires one deep over the middle. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 10. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. Using the quick game. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Wants to throw on second down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. When you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Quarterback strolling away from heat. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Texas offense back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go with a direct snap. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
To throw, it's Arnold. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. From the gun on third down. Turns it loose. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Manning. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming. Well done.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They keep attacking through the air. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooner! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for a fair catch. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down to start the drive after the break. Snap it to the back. Shakes off the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking for room. It's Baxter. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. He lets one fly deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DB's kind of getting turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21. Texas.
Fair catch called for and made. comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. Looking deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
So what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the Texas offense. 1-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football. All kinds of running room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown.